Hi, it's Heather, and today I'm making one of my favorite dishes for fall, broccoli rabe Italian sausage and pasta. Now, it's one of my favorites because broccoli rabe is in season and it's delicious and everywhere, but also, let's face it, it is fast. By the time I get my water boiling and my pasta cooked, we will be ready to go. Okay, here I have broccoli rabe, which is the pleasingly bitter leafy green cousin to broccoli. It works really well when offset with something a little spicy, a little sweet, which is where the sausage comes in. I have turkey sausage, but by all means use pork. Never hurt anybody, a little bit of pork. Now the pasta I'm using is campanile. It's a shaped pasta. You can use any one you want. I chose this because I like it. I think it's pretty, and 2 for $1 at the market today. Now, when you're tossing everything together at the end when it's cooked, it's nice to have a little of the cooking water from the pasta to just sort of loosen and soften everything up. I always forget to reserve that pasta water. Not the end of the world if you do, but what I now do, break out the colander, grab a measuring cup, put it in there. That way you have it handy. So that's enough. Let's get to the stove. Okay, I've got my pan heating. I'm going to add about a tablespoon, maybe tablespoon and a half of olive oil. I always use extra virgin. Swirl it around, and then I'm going to add my sausage. Now, I've taken the sausage out of the casings. You do not have to do it. It's just sort of an aesthetic thing with me. Great. And then I want to brown it. Of course, you have to cook it all the way through, but the browning, that caramelization really adds extra flavor to any dish, this one included. Okay, there. Now, flexible dish. You can add another link of sausage, you can add less sausage. It's really up to your taste. I even do it without sausage with sun-dried tomatoes and garlic, so do what you want. Okay, I'm getting nice and brown here. I broke it up a little bit. It's sticking to the bottom of it, but that's okay. It's not going to last. I like to add garlic here and then give it a little stir. Of course, garlic burns very quickly, so it's not going to spend a lot of time like this. Because the next thing going in the pan is our star broccoli rabe. Now, it's very wet. I cut it into 2-inch pieces, trimmed off the rough edges. Keep it nice and wet because the water is going to help everything cook. Of course, a big green leafy vegetable like this will cook down. So you may have to do it in 2 batches, which is fine. At first it goes really fast. At this point, I like to season it. I always put in a little salt. I like to use kosher because I can really feel what I'm doing. And even though it has some spice from the sausage, I like a little ground black pepper because it gives it a little savory flavor. Okay, also a touch of water. All told, I will not add more than 1/3 of a cup max, but the broccoli rabe needs it, and it'll also work to sort of deglaze the bottom of the pan, get those little crystallized bits up and make everything yummy. You can see the broccoli rabe is already cooking down. I'm going to add more to the pan. Okay, I'm ready to combine my pasta. Everything's off. I'm just going to stir it in right here into the pot. I'll do it in stages. And what I always end up doing anyway is, because I have kids, reserving a little bit of that pasta for pasta and butter and cheese because they're not quite ready for the broccoli rabe. Okay, now this is good. Maybe a little bit of the pasta water. Just to keep it all nice and moist. And we're about to just take a bite and talk about a little wine. Now this is a satisfying fall dish that'll take you right into winter. It's also great for entertaining, but of course you must top it with just a little bit of freshly grated Parmesan Reggiano. And of course wine. Very flexible wine dish. You can do red or white. I have a Chianti here, but a Merlot would work just as well. And for the white, I'm going to go with the Tokai Friulano, which is, I guess it's kind of like Pinot Grigio, but a little bit more distinctive, a little bigger, and it'll work really nicely with the broccoli rabe. Let's give it a little sip. And now a little taste. That is really good. for wines, for recipes, for much, much more. SoGood.tv.